Hello there, Sir from 17 once again. This is a balls deep of Dragonball Z Budokai High Definition Collection. I'm going to be playing Budokai 3 because the first game is essentially the same. It's just not quite as detailed and deep. Although these games aren't exactly what I would call all that deep. They're a beat 'em up with, you know, kind of a little bit of adventure exploration, but don't get too excited by the prospect of that because it's nothing that great. I'm going to give you a little glimpse of the story mode, a little glimpse of, you know, the menus and stuff and what really happens. So any self-respecting Dragon Ball Z fan should recognise pretty much everybody on that start screen. I would forgive you if you didn't know the guy on the left, because that's, you know, moving into more detailed territory. So I find this kind of strange that they have GT characters in the basis of the Dragon Ball Z game, and Pan did appear in Dragon Ball Z, but the robot guy didn't. And wow, they talk quite a lot. Excuse me. So that really sets the tone for what this is, and I love this menu. I love the picture on the right. I think it's amazing. Because not only is Piccolo in his driving shirt, which is a pretty damn awesome outfit, but it kind of sums up the funness of the show, and something that the games don't really seem to emulate that well, because Dragon Ball Z is a license that is crying for a game that isn't a beat 'em up and isn't on the Game Boy. Like, there is so much stuff that could be done with this license, because it's such a wealth of story and fiction and characters. And I know me myself as a fan of this anime and this manga, I want it to be done better. I want it to have a good game, because it's a show that I personally love, because it reminds me of when I was at school, when I was younger. And I'm going to blow my nose now, guys. This is live, and it is sunny, and I am getting the old bit of like hay fever and what have you. But this is guerrilla mode, you know, it's live, it's uncut, it's just me giving you a brief synopsis of this game that I'm not going to be covering on the channel. I'm just going to be doing one of these two. So I think I've pressed continue here because I've already beat this with all the characters. That's not much of a statement because it's not very long. As you can see, you can play as a plethora of characters. I'm going to go back to Goku, and I don't really like beat 'em ups anymore. I've come to the point in my life where I can admit beat 'em ups are just not for me. But I find this really endearing. So this is the world map of the Z universe. You can fly all around it. It's not too big, but you can, you know, you can Final Fantasy style have a fly around, and you can come to places like that. Is it Muscle Tower from Dragon Ball? There's lots of sights to see. There are items to find, little secrets that you can get, where you'll get money, you'll get zenny, or you'll get characters and things. Like that just then, something came up. Something mysterious there, and we press on it. Money. So, 5,000 zenny. And I think the premise for this is really interesting. Like, the ability to fly around the world. Can you imagine if you could go into the towns and you could pick up side quests? Or if there was random battles and it wasn't necessarily a beat 'em up, it was more akin to a Star Ocean type combat system where, you know, it's kind of brawler-esque but with strategy. Or even, you know, closer to a Devil May Cry or a Dark Souls-esque game. But these games have kind of got themselves into a crutch where all they can be at this moment in time on these licenses is these beat 'em ups, these kind of simple with touches of complexity beat 'em ups. And as you can see, this is Raditz, and I'm going to skip the cutscenes, and it's time to fight. So I think you hold A, as you can see, you can do your block. You can use X to do some punches. When you see that icon in the bottom left corner, it means you can do your energy stuff. So just block him, do some kicks. There's your kick combo. You can combine to do different moves. You can also do a power attack, which knocks him into the air. You can do a dash attack, which is kind of like that. And you can do your energy move, which they can deflect. And you can build it into your equipments depending on... Oh, that guy's pretty good at knocking shit back, but it's painfully simple for a game that should be deeper. That was me trying to do a grab. When your opponent ever starts throwing, just grab them like that. And normally you can follow it up with a like a fireball, something along the lines. But it's not unpleasant. It's just so standard, and it's the framework of a game I don't really like. And as you can see, you pick up special things for doing stuff. You can get experience to level up. You can put points into whatever you want to build your character. There's a lot of interesting things. It's all in this trappings of a less than stellar beat 'em up. And I just think that these games deserve so much more than what they get. And like, this one does have some side quest-esque things where instead of going towards a certain objective, you can go somewhere else and you can, you know, get a different quest and do a different quest line and things like that, which is nice to have that depth. But it's just, I find it disappointing. And it does have a lot of the voice actors, which is great, because if you're a fan of the Funimation dub, you're going to be reminded of all the people that dubbed that. It's just, I don't know, folks. I'm a passionate fan of this game, this series, sorry, but I just don't think there's been a game that's really encapsulated how I feel. And apparently in Japan, there is a Smash Brothers-esque game that is based around Dragon Ball Z, which to me sounds like the perfect venue for this kind of thing. I think, anyway. Like, I was trying to link kicks into that punch combo, and there was just nothing, you know, square, 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 Y, and nothing. It doesn't even have the conventional moves of the beat 'em up. Like, it's, I don't understand it at all. Like, perhaps if a good developer like Capcom got the license and they did something with it, or Ninja Theory, not Ninja Theory, sorry, Team Ninja will do Dead or Alive, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Dead or Alive anymore. But there is such a wealth of potential, and these games just flounder in obscurity because they're never any good, really. And the people who defend them are the people who either really enjoy beat-em-ups and they see the nuance to the game, or the people that are so in love with the series that they can't accept that they're lying to themselves. And I think it's a big shame. But there it is anyhow, guys. There is the High Definition Collection. It is pretty cheap if you want to pick it up. There are achievements. If you've played these on the PS2, you'll probably enjoy them again on the Xbox. But that is all from me, so thanks for watching, and you take care now.